Hey, April here. Welcome back to Aaliyah Creative. So today I have two things that we are going to do. We are going to do a quick update on the Kia Creates Journal Challenge to show you the two pages that I've just finished. And of course, at the very end, we'll do a flip through after, I think, on October 31st. So probably be up either that day or the day after, depending on how busy I get. And then I also have a quick little haul where we're going to try out some journal supplies that I got from Ollie's for super cheap. So if you're interested, please do like and subscribe. Let me know your favorite place to get budget journal supplies. And if you like this type of haul video showing cheaper alternatives to art supplies, please let me know. All right, so let's get right into our finished spreads. Now, again, I say finished, I can always come back and add more stuff. And if you're new here, I am a maximalist when it comes to filling out my pages a lot of times. So this was the most recent one. That video went up today. So this was Moonlit and Starry, although in the video for that, I called it Starlight something something. All right, so here we have cats and bats. Now, I didn't record any of the process doing this page because I did it at our local library, had a junk journal swap or a junk journal swap and junk journaling meetup. So I did most of that page there, and then I came home and finished it up. Now, again, I'll let you know that I don't have a lot of Halloween themed paper stickers. I have managed to find a few, and then I have made a lot of the other ones just because I did use up my stash of Halloween stuff over the past 2 years with the idea that I would get new. So this little page is fun. I found this photo of my daughters when they were younger, my oldest daughter, Stephanie, and then my youngest daughter, Amber, who is now, gosh, 14. Is she 14? 13? 14? She's 14. She's 13. Oh my goodness. I'm so bad with ages. I have 5 kids, y'all. I can't remember. But so I just thought that was adorable for the cats portion. And then this was Cupie, who used to be my cat. Her name was Cutie Pie. One of my kids named her, but she did not want to be our cat and live at our house. She just didn't. So she went to live with my mom, and she was a very happy cat there. But she didn't want to live at my house. We were just too rambunctious for her, I guess. That was back when I had a lot of kiddos at home. And then this is Stormy, who is, of course, my beautiful cat that I sometimes will show in videos. This sticker is to represent Raina. And I didn't put anything in here to represent Kiwi. I could have printed some photos of them, but again, I did this on the spot, I guess you could say. So I didn't have everything. And then this is Goop that I draw my little character, and then some magazine cutouts and some tissue paper. This side, I decided to get a little bit funky, I guess you could say. I don't know. It even says that anyway. Funky. That's so weird. But I made these little guys, and I think that I know I filmed this, but I don't know if it's something that you'll see because of the status of journal situations. So we pull all of our little things out of our pockets here. The little witch shoes stay in there. This has Halloween in the background. And then we have this little secret, because we have our mermaid secrets that I've talked about before. Well, this is our Halloween secret. And it is top tip for success as a ghost. Take time to practice good haunting. It just takes time. And I had this little cutout for some reason, a magazine cutout, and then I just pulled this out, and I was like, oh, those go perfect together. And then I made a little tip there. So that goes in as a little secret. And then we'll put our little skeleton guy. I decided that this was so black, orange, and white that we needed to add a little pop of color. And then this from a little treat that I bought myself, the Sour Patch Kids Zombie, and it just says zombie. So that page was so fun. The next was Spooky Stripes. And I really wanted to paint stripes for this, so that's what I did. I painted black and white stripes, and then where it was super crooked, I touched it up with a Sharpie creative marker just to get the edges a little better. I made this out of an envelope. It was supposed to be like a little glitter shaker, but it doesn't actually um shake because somehow my glitter got all glued down, but it's so cute. And then these adorable ghosts. And then I drew in a little haunted scene here with a white marker, and then just did this little random decorative here. And I think my stripes are kind of spooky cute. I was pretty happy with the way that this came up. Let me get you a closer look here at the little ghost scene. And again, I did not try to do this perfectly. I was just having fun, enjoying the process and seeing how it likes. So how it likes, seeing how it turned out. Like it. I think I had some high expectations for what I could do with spooky stripes, and what I ended up doing feels very basic, but I really had fun doing it. So that will bring us to, let's see, this will be today's that I'm not working on yet, but we're going to use this as our background test page for the haul that I have today. So I went to Ollie's. And I didn't know what an Ollie's was until a couple of years ago because I did not live near one. But it is like, I would say, if you remember what old Big Lots kind of used to be like before they got weird, this kind of like that. So it's like discontinued type things. And I found quite a few things, and they were not very expensive. So the first was this seasonal fabric because I'm going to be having my son sew me a cover on the inside of a junk journal that I'm making. So I'm excited for that. It'll give him some sewing practice. And for me, it's going to be Halloween themed. It will probably not get done in time for Halloween. It may be one of those projects that picks up next year, but we'll have this. And I thought this was a really pretty fabric. It's a yard, 100% cotton. And I'm excited about that. So that's thing number one. Number two, I do not like, so this was $3. This is $2.45, and it is the Sharpie Creative markers in the brush tip that I love, and I'm really scared because I saw these here. I am worried that they are discontinuing this 2-pack, and that will break my heart because I love these markers so much, and I don't want to have to buy the whole thing in order to use them. So let me know if anybody knows of another brand or type that works similar to this. I have Poscas and I love those, but I like these because per the price point, I feel like I can just use them like crazy, and they are inexpensive to replace, but they give me such bold, dark colors that it's so fun. I use the colored ones a lot too. So next up, we have some washi tape because I have used up most of my washi tape. So I believe this was $2.99 or $2.49 as well. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls. It says it right there. I could have just read. And I don't like all of these. Like this one that says Girl Gang. I don't care for that. I probably won't use it. I might see if my daughter likes it. Not sure she will either. But there were several that I know I'll use, like this floral. Ooh, I could just open it up. I don't know why I keep it in the package. Oh no. All right, be smart. Get the scissors. Get the scissors. Oh dear. Okay, I don't even know if scissors can help. Okay, we're just gonna. Oh my God. There's a reason that I should open. Oh my God, the struggle is real. What is wrong with me? Why am I like this? Okay, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. Maybe that's why they're on clearance because nobody can get them open. All right, here we go. And I really hope that this isn't um non-sticky because that's my fear of buying clearance or closeout washi tape is that it's not going to stick, and I'm going to be so sad. Oh, yep. So there we go. Really like this one. Idea of that's good, but visually not appealing. It's pink, so that's good, but I don't like it. This one, I have a lot of these black and white washi, so that's not super exciting. I think I've had this one before, and I've definitely had this type before, and I'm a little worried, but I do love that. And I love this one. And this one's simple and fun. So yeah, definitely some of those that if they're sticky, a good deal. And I'm leaving the two most controversial for last. So this one for $3.99 is one of the creative coloring in reverse. We give you the colors, you draw the lines. These were super popular for a while. I did not buy one because I was like, I can literally make those backgrounds and do it myself. But for this price point, even if I don't use it as a reverse coloring, this is so much paper that I can use for collaging and junk journaling that I just got super excited about it. So, very, very happy to have this. What do you think? Goodbye? Have you tried the reverse coloring? Did you like it? Or is it like one of those things you bought and you did one page and then forgot it existed? I am guilty. I'm guilty of that, which is why I didn't buy it when it was trendy, you know. Um, but definitely will. The washies are phone. Okay. I was trying to create like a nice little pile where you could see everything. Okay, so now we're getting on to our is it worth it? Have I bought outdated supplies that won't work? I so debated on this one. So it's Vicky Budin, which is a fairly good brand. I've had things from her before. I've had some of her texture paste, which is what this is. I believe that I actually had this color that's here, and it took me forever to use it up. And I was so sick of that color. Please pardon my nails. I was going to do them, but I didn't because real life, you know? I was just too excited. I didn't want to take time to paint my nails before I got into these supplies. Oh, sometimes I'm not sure I'm made for this, like, visually appealing world. But this is Art for Everyone texture paste set. It says add dimension with texture paste. Yep, that's what you do with it. But what I'm worried about is that they're going to be dried out. So that's why I say it is controversial. So it comes with one palette knife and 6 colors. I was hoping it would have a stencil, but I do not need another stencil. I have so many stencils and they are one of my least used supplies. I actually did use them this week, shockingly enough. I didn't use them with texture paste. I used them with ink. Okay, so these are very vibrant colors, which is not normally my go-to, but I probably wouldn't have bought it any other time of year, but because it happens to be Halloween and we have these three, like the trio of Halloween colors. Okay, so this may be yellow instead of orange. No, I think it's supposed to be the orange because I think this is the yellow. So I just want to, we'll try them all out in a minute, but I just want to see if it looks like, well, they are sealed. Oh, no, I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Oh, I don't think, yeah, I think it's going to be fine. That's exciting for $2.99. This mini little texture paste, even if they are not in colors that I would normally use. Because when I was like, I don't want to just buy something that's going to sit around and not get used. But at that price point, to have something new and fun to play with, definitely. Okay, so we haven't used them yet, but so far I'm feeling much better about that $2.99. I feel like if you use texture paste, you like these colors, or you want to experiment and you have an extra $2.99, and these work in a minute when we try them out. Now, here's the one I'm most scared of. These are Arteza, which I know is a brand that has been around in the art space online. I've seen it a lot, but I haven't actually tried any Arteza. But this is gel pens, which I have a love-hate relationship with to start with. So keep that in mind. But there are 60 in here. 60. Acid-free, non-toxic, classic gel pens, including metallic glitter colors. Originally, in theory, $14.99. These were $2.99. $2.99 for 60 pens. Like, that is a good deal if they work. So it has the classic, premium. So this is a classic. It's not the premium, maybe. And yeah, so I feel like a lot of these are yellow, and that's already scary because I generally do not, yellow doesn't usually show up in gel pens. So I feel like that alone could be disappointing. And I don't think I can judge this brand completely just by, since I've not tried anything else, just by gel pens, since we already know that I kind of have high standards for gel pens. I generally will use the jelly roll for decorative, and even then I have a little anger at the way they work sometimes. How they dry out before I use them up. And of course, my daily writing pens. Okay, so So far, that is, they look impressive from the top. Nice. Okay, no fancy now they look kind of cheap. Like I'm pulling them out and they just look like cheap gel pens, and I'm scared. Oh, and look at these. These are like fluorescent. I don't look fluorescent, says the person who bought this. Okay, this must be the metallics here. Oh, and it looks like these are like a swirl. Um, interesting. Interesting. I'm a little afraid. These look like they might be glitter. Glitter, 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 glitter. Oh, look. Here might be why they're on sale. Look at that. Look, quality control was missed. Yeah, they all have varying levels of ink in them. I mean, they're $2.99, but I think if you had paid more for them, that could be concerning. Are these the metallics? Okay, maybe these are the metallics. Right. I feel like I'm going to need to write on black paper with them. And maybe these are supposed to be the pastels. Maybe. It is hard to say. Okay, so let's just do a quick little test and see what we have and how they are. What should we start with? Now, I know I said that I was going to use this as a background page, and I think I will. I think I still will. Let me find a stencil here. If we start with the messiest, that could be bad, but we want it to dry while we work on other things. So yes, let's go with the color green here. And we've got my stencil. Ooh, creamy. Looks like frosting, like that funfetti frosting. And we're just gonna smear it on here. Just give her a smear. It feels weird. Okay, so some I'm like, I want to do it with my finger. And then I know that the action of rubbing my finger across the stencils is going to feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yes. Yeah. I think you can also use like a brush, a paintbrush or something. Let's see how it looks. See, it's still like, okay, possibly this is a user issue because I have this when I use texture paints. It's like I get too much on there. It's like I don't know how to be a minimalist. Let's try it with a little bit less product and be a little bit more careful about what we're doing there. Okay. I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's just the usual result. Really, what I use these for are just adding some interest in a background. So they're not normally going to be something that's going to be, front of the center. Let's get our dirty paint rag here. This is only paint, people. So don't be too disgusted by it. Wipe that off. Can wipe our fingers off. Because of course we have to be feral, and use our fingers. We can't be normal. Okay, so we're gonna peel this one off. We don't want to waste any, so let's give it a little smear. Here's what I really like doing now. See how fun that is? Oh, let's sit with that. It's good earthy blend. Now see how that's not at all how normal people use it, maybe, but how I'm gonna use it. Oh, now we're dirty again. I'm just such a mess. Okay, let's scoop. Look at that. That's too much. That's too much. Okay, see that's already set, and you can kind of scrape over it and change out the color. Now we've got this like earthy tones going here. There is nothing vintage retro about this. That's okay. It's just the background, right? I may cover it all up with paper. Really, what we're doing here is just trying them out. So I do want to try each of them. So we will have a very colorful page by the time we're done. Let's go with pink. Okay, we don't have to scoop it because we can just use what's on the lid. Okay. Ooh, that is neon, but I like it. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, and then when you mix it with the blue and you get that purple, I like that. That's nice. This is okay. I really think this was worth $2.99 to play around with for sure. Okay, what color's up next? Let's get some orange action. I just hit the camera with it because I cannot be trusted. I can't be trusted to do not weird things. Okay, this is all I'm getting. I want pumpkin, but I'm getting safety vest. Safety vest orange. Let's mix it with that. Oh, okay. So there's kind of more of a nice pinky tone. I feel like the 80s just threw up on this page. And I mean, I'm not against it 100%. Okay. Yellow, highlighter yellow. Let's get you in here. What's the blue? In there. See. Or is this more of a safety vest? I guess it depends on where you shop for your safety vests, right? I've never shopped for a safety vest because there are certain people who should do safety jobs, right? Directing traffic, working around oncoming vehicles, helping children cross the street. And I don't think that's me, because it would stress me out trying to make sure that some kids didn't get run over or some drivers went where they were supposed to be. I get really stressed when you're parking. Oh, is that all the colors? Did we do them all? Oh no, the purple. But I get super stressed when like people are like you're parking at an event and someone has to like show you where to park or police direct you in traffic because I'm not good at following those directions. I'm afraid I'm gonna misunderstand or mess up. And it like puts me on the spot, I guess. It makes me forget all of my good sense that I have. I'm better about it as I'm older now, but I literally left the 4th of July event when I was younger because I couldn't park. I was having a bad day. It was a bad mental health day. I shouldn't have even been out and about. But I was. And the poor guy was just trying to help me park and I couldn't comprehend it. And he was being kind of like rude about it and, like directing me in like rudely, if that makes sense. And I guess that was just the straw. And I just started bawling and I left. Just drove off, said, forget it. Then I also got pulled over because I was like crying and yeah, it was not my finest moment at all. Anyway, I don't even know how we got there. Welcome to Rambling with April. Um, okay, so we're trying out the washi. Gonna see how it does. We're starting with the one I like best. Ready? It seems pretty sticky. We'll see. We'll put it down now. We'll go for the other one I'm worried about, which is these. I've had these that worked well, and I've had these that worked terribly. Okay. Oh, yep. That's exactly what I was afraid was going to happen. Okay. Okay, we'll press harder. Sometimes you need a little more effort, right? Effort. Okay, let's use this one that I don't like. It's not that I like the idea that there's all these like different skin tones, like saying peace. I like the message, but I just don't know what I would use this for. Because actually, when you get it down, it looks a lot better than it does from the roll. Um, is it sign language or is it because okay, A, B, what that would be C, D. I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, let's use the other one I was crazy about. This girl grain. It's like, why am I doing it the opposite direction of what would make sense so that I'm getting my fingers in the wet paint over here? Okay. I mean, you could cut those out and it would be cute, I guess. Again, I just don't know what I would use that for. So some of these that don't work, what I plan to do is the next junk journal swap. I think that I will just take them to give away. You know, if they're a good washi tape, but they're not something that I'm going to use. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. So I don't think this one is the tape's fault. I think it's a me problem because it does sticking up there on the edge. Okay, now this one I like. I think this is fun. Okay, this is me trying to find the end of the washi tape. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I found it. Yay! Really hot. I don't want to turn my fan up because it's too loud. It's October, y'all. It's nearly the end of October. I thought it was supposed to be in the low 80s today that we'd have like, but I'm feeling 90 right now or 100. I need my air conditioner on, so I'm sure it's not actually that degree in here. But my room is the hottest room in the house, or the coldest, depending on the time of year. Um, Most of the time I don't mind, even though I'm hot all the time, because I'd rather be hot than be cold. Okay, I like that. Those two. Yes, 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 yes. So far, I was right about which ones I would think that I would like. Is this the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. I mean, this is just black and white. It's little eyes. Focus, focus. I think I've confused the computer. I mean, the camera. Okay. So what we have is very colorful so far. We've got a page of that and a page of colors. We know that these are going to be good. So we should test them out to make sure that they're not like the rejects. Is this dry? No. Okay, we'll try those over the top of that once it dries. Can't really use the fabric. So let's try these. I am not going to swatch all of these for you. That would take way too long. But what we're going to do is pick a couple of colors and see how they do. Well, now obviously the white is not going to do. Okay, so first feel. They do have a little grip on them. That's nice. I hate it when you touch a pen and it's uncomfortable. This is a pretty like aqua and smoother than I thought it was going to be. It still feels a little scratchy, but not too bad. Okay. Oh, look at that though. So when I go to write with it, like if I were going to write words, it's not. It doesn't like that up and around motion, or perhaps I release the pen. So, okay, if you write with pressure, you can maintain it. But if you're light at all and you lift up, it's just not enough. Okay, let's try this purple from the possibly metallic section. Go here. Okay, I don't know. Hmm. Okay, let's try the happy. Okay. No, let's try. Okay. No, that was pretty good. I feel like it may be one of those where it depends on the color. Let's try another metallic one. Nope, let's try one from each. Okay, let's try the glitter sparkles. I know there could be some definite disappointment in these. Let's try this. Let's try this one that doesn't have very much ink at all. This navy. Oh, it's not navy. It's like a blue. Oh, that's that might be why they're on here. It's right there. One close out. Yee, there's no ink coming out of this pen. Okay. This one can go in the trash. It's not working. So that's disappointing. Let's try red from this section. Let's try another glitter one and see if it's a glitter issue. Ooh, okay, I do see a little glitter in it. The red's coming out nice and smooth. Whee! Okay. Okay, so too bad. I want to try one of these weird swirly ones. Let's try it in the pink. So it's like pink, and then there's a purple swirl. I don't know if it's just for effect or if you're actually going to see it. You see the color? Is it shifting or is it just the same? Okay, so it definitely started out purple pink and now it's more purple. I just never know what the point of these color changing pens is. Like, what are you supposed to do with them? I mean, is it just like fun to write with? Is that the thing? Because, like, if you were trying to color and like find details, like in a coloring book with this, I mean, that color change thing, that might not be good. Like, you're trying to color grass and all of a sudden it's orange. Let's see it in this. Oh, hate this orange. It's like that. It's like a melon. Like cantaloupe. I don't like cantaloupe. I want to like it. I don't like watermelon either. I want to. I love the way it smells. I love the idea of watermelon. I just, well, anybody else? Are you a watermelon fan or no watermelon fan? Okay. So this one, I don't really see the color change. I don't even know if it's supposed to color change, to be honest. It could just be that that's another defect. Let's see. Let's try this sparkly black and see how it does. Ooh, oh, that's fun. I like that. Oh, but again, if you're variant on the pressure, so you can totally do this swirl if you're keeping a steady pressure, but if you are lightening up on it, it's gonna skip. It didn't do it, of course, now because I said that. And, okay, let's go to the fluorescent because we are fluorescent people here on this page. Okay, how fluorescent can you be? Yep, yep. Welcome back to fluorescent 80s. Was it the 80s that were fluorescent? I feel like it was. It could have been the 80s or 90s. I was born in 79. So, oh, you know, we could try it on black and see how they do. Because a lot of times, yeah, no. I don't know if they're marketed for black, but this is a common thing. And it'll be like brights on black, and it'll be, yeah. So I would say no to that. Well, this is just a slightly worse color than that one. Let's pull out my favorite, yellow, guaranteed to be a disappointment. I mean, you can see it. And it's a beautiful page that we've made. Like this is art, y'all. Fine art, really. But it's fun. It's fun. And I like testing things out. I really do. So let's try, now that we've made a ginormous mess of everything over here, let's go for dry. We are, what can we do? Let's just do some circles and some marks. So you can get nice wide marks with these like that. You can get a little details like that. You can do some dots, nice squiggles. Hold up so much. White is nice. Do a little bit of hiding, which why is that looking a little gray? Because I guess because it's over that type of paint, it kind of has a gray tone. But yeah, very happy with everything. The gel pens, my final thoughts on those are they're kind of what I expected. As in, some of them will be good, some of them will not. I feel like what I will do is I don't know what I'll do with these. I don't feel like I'm going to use them on a regular basis. However, for that $2.99 price point, if I go through them, find the ones that write well, I could do like if I'm making some things for like a market or something, and I have like some journals or something, a couple of these included with it would be nice. I might give them to my daughter and see if she wants them. But they're definitely not a daily use for me. For $2.99, I'd say they're still worth it. Again, quality issues, but that is probably, why they are are there. Maybe they made too many. Who knows? Oh, the other thing we've got to look at is the little reverse coloring if we're going to use it in here. So here's what I want to do. I want to find a page that has some of the same colors or tones. I don't know. I think the page we've got going over here is so bright that these may all be rather muted compared to it. But I guess what I'll do is I'll just do a really quick little what you're supposed to do with these, like add your own lines. Let me find one. So I'm going to pick an ugly one that I don't like. That way I don't have to worry about messing it up. So now I literally can't find anything I don't like. Huh. This has got some good texture in it, but I don't love it. So let's use our black pen here and see what we can find. So different people may do these different ways. I just start to look for the first thing that looks like it might be something recognizable and just trace around it. So here we've got a very angry llama, or a bird. I think it's a bird. I think it's a bird. Cause see his tail feathers down here? Yeah, he's an angry bird. He's like got his mouth open, being like, he's on a stick or the ground. He needs a wing. There we go. Why does he have an ear, you might say? That's not an ear. That's feathers. Didn't you know? Okay. Well, now it's blended into his eyeball. Let's give him a let's give him a pupil with this white pen and see how it works. Ah, not at all. Not at all. That's okay because we've got Sharpie Creative to the rescue. Okay, so there. Okay. So there's a bird. Let's see if we can find two more things in here and then we'll call it a day. This looks like it's like a little ear of a little cute animal of some kind. And like these are some popcorn. So like we got a little cute guy here who's got a tub of popcorn. What kind of eyes does he have? Big eyes? Oh, he looking a little creepy. He look a little creepy. Let's give him the creepy swirl eye here. Yep. Is he happy or hungry? Does he have little teethies? Does. Okay, so there's two. So we've got our angry bird. He always hears people say, bad bird, bad bird. So he says, nope, bad bird. And we got this guy. What else? What else do we see? What do you see? All right. It's apparently all animals today because I see a tail. Oh wait, I see a mermaid. I see a mermaid. See, this is her like pretty mermaid hair, and she's lounging out like this with her pretty mermaid hair is just like mermaid herring all the way down. Did you know that was a tone? Okay. Great. She needs a face. Okay. I'm now confused about her because I thought this was her arm coming down. but it got fat at the end. Um, that doesn't make much sense. That's okay. You know what? When in doubt, just add more hair. You know what? This is the waves. I changed my mind. That's the waves. She's like in the water here, her little mermaid self. Okay, that's that. So, yeah. What do you think? I have fun doing that actually. You can see that I start out with what's there, but then I'm very loose with it. Other times I will like stick really to the shapes that are there, but here I just use those shapes as a for an idea starter. But definitely on more like there was some floral pages here. These are clearly flowers, and it would be very easy to outline those. I find it relaxing. So I'm gonna say definitely for something that was originally 10.99 for 2.99, good deal. And again, I'll probably use it as background or collage paper as well. All right. Well, thank you for sticking with me. Let me know again if you like these hauls. What was your favorite thing that I picked up? Least favorite? Leave it in the comments below. And you have an awesome day. Go create something. And thank you again for watching. Bye.